I've told this story before where I was 18 years old and I just started university and I was commuting. So this is before I moved to the university student halls. And I was commuting, taking the train and everything. And I remember in one of the first classes, there was like this beautiful Greek girl who I ended up speaking to. She seemed to be into me on the first time we met. I get her number and we're talking about like, oh yeah, like a group of us from our psychology class will go on a night out together. And I remember her literally sending me the message like, oh yeah, like by the way, like you can just stay over at my place since you don't have to get the train back in the morning. I was a virgin at the time thinking, bro, I'm gonna get laid. I go on a night out with this girl. She's hot. She's there with one of her friends, one of my friends. We go on to a club together. You know, I didn't have like the confidence to really do anything in the club to kiss her or something, but eventually we all leave and we're about to get a taxi back to her place to just go to sleep. And me and her start kissing and stuff. My heartbeat's going fast, bro. Holy I'm gonna lose my virginity to this beautiful girl. Get back to the apartment and my friend's gone and her friend's like wants to go to sleep, and so we start like kissing and stuff, and eventually we go to the living room and things get like really heated. I'm literally about to lose my virginity here with like such a beautiful girl. The years I had went to the gym and everything, it's gonna pay off. And just my heartbeat was going so fast. I was so like anxious and my dick wasn't gonna get hard. Like, you know, she's like on top of me grinding and stuff, trying to get me hard and stuff. And like, I just felt so like anxious and like just overwhelmed to the point that I just looked at her and said like, oh, sorry, I can't do this. And she just slumps her shoulders, just looks at me and just says, oh, okay, well, you're okay sleeping out here on the couch then, aren't you? Just stands up, goes back into the bedroom. So, you know, that was a small thing for her. It's like, oh yeah, you know, this chump didn't want to me, whatever. For me, bro, I attached myself to this girl and I got friend zoned hard after that. I really wanted to date her. It would have been so awesome. Like wanting to be this girl's friend for a while. You know, I was still like in her friend group and everything with my friend and everything. We're still like speaking every day when we go to our university lectures. And I just remembered like it got so uncomfortable to the point that like I was kind of a friend, but I just would obsessively think about dating and her. And eventually she started sleeping with like other guys. Like, you know, she was a single 18-year-old, 19-year-old Greek girl in a different country. So she started going to like nights out and getting like by different guys, and she'd like subtly talk about it next to me like with her girlfriends, and I would hear it and feel fucking sick to my stomach. And so this went on for literally months, and I remember just it used to feel horrible. There was one time when I came into my class, so this wasn't in like a big lecture hall, but more like a classroom in university, and one of her friends was sat on the table by herself. I wasn't very close to that one friend, so like I go and sit on a different table, just kind of eyeing up the doorway, thinking, okay, when this girl comes in, hopefully she's gonna sit next to me. And literally she walked in, saw me, waved, sat back down next to her friend. Her friend comes in, sees them, sees me, kind of waves, sits down, like, and I just remembered like just being like sat by myself thinking like, we're not even friends. Like I wish I could like drill this into your mind. That realization hit me. I realized we're not even friends. I literally have just attached myself to this girl because I'm so desperate and needy. And you know, it feels nice to be around her in the small times that she's like, you know, paying attention. We get into like a nice conversation. It always felt so nice to be around her, but I realized we're not friends and I'm not the guy who's her or dating her, so what am I doing? I remember that exact day I decided I'm not gonna stay in this friend zone. It's cringe. And since that moment I've never been in the friend zone again since like age 18. But you know what I did? I disappeared. I stopped replying to her text messages. I stopped like liking her pictures on Instagram and shit, and I started to focus on myself. You know, I was already going to the gym and stuff, but you know, I was like in the gym thinking, yeah, like this, you know, this is gonna get back and shit. And guess what happened? Exactly what was expected. She starts liking my Instagram pictures. She starts commenting on my Instagram pictures. I remember how this would be. I would post like an Instagram shirtless picture. You know, all my old friends from like my hometown followed me. All the new people who I knew from university followed me. And this hot Greek girl was commenting like emoji, like the fire, like heart eyes emojis and shit underneath my newest shirtless pictures. I felt amazing, thinking, holy shit, she's into me. But I kept on, just stayed, you know, silent, kept on working on myself. And I remember receiving a text from this very girl, sending me a paragraph like saying, hey, what's going on with you? It's been so long and like, you don't even speak to me anymore. And I remember just thinking then that, holy f, I could actually end up dating this girl. And then I fucked up. I fucked up big time. And so what do you think happened? She sends me this big paragraph. Like, she's in my frame. She's chasing me now. She sends me this paragraph that she misses me. And you know, what do you think I did, bro? I sent her a big paragraph back. Well, actually, you know, I miss you too. And I really like you. And sometimes it just hurt hearing you talk about other guys. And I really, I want to date you. I didn't change my identity. I sent her that massive paragraph back. I don't remember exactly what she replied. I know she didn't ignore it, but she just kind of said something like, oh yeah, whatever. Like, it's not going to work out and stuff. Sorry, like, I just see you as a friend. Boom. I should have changed my identity. I still saw myself as the guy who was friend zoned by her. I still saw myself as the guy who was like below her. After I disappeared and focused on myself, and you know, I did that for a couple of weeks, I should have started to like implement like a new identity for myself. Like, yeah, like, you know what, I'm better than that situation. Like, yeah, maybe she can comment, like, maybe I'll date her or something. Maybe if she's good enough, I'll date. You know, like this sort of more empowering personality for you to hold. Because I still held the same kind of personality where like, you know, she was above me and I really wanted her. Even though I was like focused on other things, but I was kind of still focused on her, but you know, just not really messaging her, but I was focused on the gym, but I wasn't actually. And so eventually when she did message me and I thought, you know, I had her, my same sort of friend-zoney, needy personality came in and it just repulsed her.